Jen, I do, just while we're on this sort of topic of middle school, I'm just wondering for you, either on set or at school, if you're comfortable, could you tell us about like your first crush, maybe your first heartbreak, any kind of embarrassing stories from that time? Although you seem very composed, but
I had my first crush, or I believed I had my first crush when I was maybe 5. But I wasn't, I've never been, again, I can be so awkward and it can be so hard for me to make new friends or reach out to people that even if I did have a crush, I would never speak to them. Matter of fact, I would avoid them because I had a crush on them. And if I looked at them, then they would immediately know that I was secretly in love with them and wrote about them when I went home in my diary.
Classic.
About things, right ever. So I didn't really, when I was in middle school, I didn't date anyone or I didn't do anything. But I do remember one time I was speaking with a boy that I knew he liked me. He kind of liked everyone. He was one of those guys. I was in 7th grade, sitting across from this guy, and we were just making jokes. And I started feeling really sick, so I put my head down kind of as I was reading. So I was reading kind of sideways, and he was asking me, man, how are you reading like that? There's no way that you're actually picking up the words on the page. And I said, no, I'm a huge reader. I do this all the time. He said something that kind of made me laugh, and I put my head up, and as soon as I came up, I felt my mouth start to water. And he asked me a question, and I put my finger up, and my mouth started to fill with a certain kind of thick fluid. And I told him, I gave him the hand. I walked over to the trash can, and I projectile vomited the banana that I had for breakfast this morning and more. It was an obscene amount. I cannot even believe that my 4'8" body produced that. It was so bad. It was that thing where everyone in the class goes, ooh.
Oh, I feel that. It's visceral for me now, Jenna.
Yeah, my teacher had me walk all the way to the principal's office where the nurse's office was, holding that trash can in my hand. Had a friend walk me, and I told her, I'm fine. I don't need to go home. And my mom was always kind of one of those parents who, if I got sick, it was still not a reason to miss school. It was like, okay, we'll just get it out in the morning, throw up in the morning, and then, oh, okay, you're good to go. So I was so embarrassed not only to have to confront my mom when she picked me up and she was thinking, oh man, why are you missing school? Or also to that boy that I was talking to followed me to the trash can and watched me from behind and like put a hand on my back and was super attentive during this gross time.
That's very mature for like a 12-year-old boy.
Well, what did he want?
Yeah, he just wanted to be close to
I'm
a
like,
girl.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he held my hair back. I must be in love with him.
Yeah.